Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's topic, we're going to talk about a post that I saw on a group. It was rather eye-opening and scary and a reasoning why we started investing ourselves.
Yep. And I'll say investing our future.
Yeah. So a few nights ago, here I am, just poke around figuring out, I guess, in general, what other people out there doing in terms of the investing wise. I read an article. Somebody said, "Hey, I have $150,000 or so, and thinking of opening up an, I guess, term
Saving
deposit
account.
or saving account with XYZ bank, multiple different bank, and they're paying out, to 1 or 2%, whatever it was, 150,000." And I'm 65 and I'm scared I'm gonna lose money.
Yeah, I don't know how much super he got.
Yeah, so
I'm sure he's not the only person, or he already got 100,000 in the bank. There were some people, they don't even have money in the bank. I don't know what happened in life, but that's the thing why it motivates us to do better than that.
Yeah, what I'm scared is, like, I don't want to be a burden to our kids, and I want to have a sustainable income for ourselves that we're not gonna interrupt our
Their
kids'
life. Yes.
And that was the reason why we started this journey. I mean, no doubt, I'm sure there are people out there who's probably feeling the same thing, and to avoid those, I guess, mistakes or life shiny object syndrome, we started our journey quite early on.
I don't know. We started early, but we did a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and
we lost a lot.
We did. We're not perfect in any way as
No.
possible. We did a lot of mistakes along the way in life, and then we learn from our mistakes. And at the same time, as you grow older, you sort of have that limited time or capital to make mistakes.
Time is the most precious thing you have in your life. And now, if sometimes I look back, if I can talk to myself 20 years ago, younger me.
Yep.
Do salary sacrifice, just put as much as you can in your super.
Yep.
You retire early, you're not putting any money in your super, let it roll, you still have enough super in your account to support your retirement life. And the other is, don't think of growing, like getting rich quick.
There is no such thing. That comes to the conclusion of that. Like, I've seen all of these posts in any social media platform. Hey, this is a shortcut. Hey, that's a shortcut. Hey, do this.
I don't know if you're like, you rather go casino. It's a gamble, because we tried it and it didn't work out. We were young, we were ambitious, we were aggressive.
Yeah. It was funny, like a few days ago, I went to a conference or so, and in part of the conference, it was a business conference, and said, if you think that business is easy and, easily to generate profit, think again. There's going to be long hours, there's going to be ups and downs, there's going to be a lot of high stress level involved. That's in any business.
Yeah.
So investing is the same thing. It is hard in the beginning, but after a while,
you get used to it. You have the knowledge in your head. When we first started, we didn't know what to do. We just invest anything that generate income. Maybe, I don't know, just check it. Oh, people say this is good, invest. When I was young, I just said, okay, this is hot pick share, but it's 10 cents only. So you either can lose them or you can double it in few months. And then, of course, it didn't work out. Here I am.
So for us as well, like, you if you're trying to, I guess, start it somewhere, don't put all your eggs in one basket. For us in the beginning, when we first started with Raise as well, Spaceship, it was just $5, $10, and then I put down 1,000, and then realizing, okay, this might be a potential here. Oh, I wonder if there's to minimize risk. How do I do that? Okay, so I'll open up a different platform or so. And at the same time, realizing there is a risk involved on doing this, and there is a risk involved if you are opening up in one account with all your eggs in one basket. And you don't want to be, well, for me anyway, I don't want to be at the age of older me and retirement age, I cannot afford to retire.
Yeah.
And that's kind of scary because it's not that far away. We're on our 30s, let's say.
I'm going 40 soon, yes.
And, so 40s, what's that?
20
years.
20 years. 25, let's say.
25 years or so. Maybe 30 if you're still kicking.
Yeah.
So, and as you grow older, you kind of want to be a lot more wiser when it comes to your money.
And your body, your energy level is all going down. Like we can't do more physical work and we have to be using our brain a bit more, but then our brain function maybe not catching up with the technology or the young people. That's what I don't know.
Actually, we just bought a soundbar.
Yeah.
That was so hard to connect.
Oh, people.
I'm like, oh my God, we're up to that stage of life.
Yeah.
So, and that was kind of interesting, how to connect that soundbar. That's a different topic. As a whole. But as a whole, like if you are starting this journey, you will make mistakes. Don't be scared of making mistakes. We tell our children this.
Yeah. But look, well, if you start investing anytime, it's never too late. And your future self will thank you for doing that. And sometimes, like today, we were putting money in the kids' saving account thing, and then the kids, what? That's a lot of money. And I said, well, you can't take it out till you're 18 or 21. Whenever they're ready, we think they're mature enough, or going to uni if ever they want to. Yeah. And then our daughter's like, that's such a long time. But I say, well, your future self will thank you and thank us for doing that.
Yeah.
If you don't prepare for rainy day, then I don't know, that's the old people saying, prepare for rainy day. Now I get it.
Yeah.
You just plan it, future.
Yep.
Plan for your future. If you don't plan it for your future, you just live paycheck to paycheck.
And I'm kind of grateful that where I am at the moment, like every week we are able to split from our income. We have surplus income to actually do all of this investment way of doing things.
Yeah. And I'm sure there are people that are struggling even just to pay bill because of the living standard, the inflation, all the costs are going up. But we're grateful now because we've been frugal, we save a lot of money, we're trying to buy things, but we think like not twice, not 3 times, like 10 times before we buy it. Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah. So like if you make that sacrifices now in the younger age or the younger you now, it becomes a habit.
Yes.
And then I try to break that habit, but it's still in our
I think we're not there yet. Like if we got really substantial income from our investments, we don't have to work, and maybe we are allowed to splurge ourselves, but we are not there yet.
And learning as you go. That was the other things that I learned from that post. Is like if you're already at that age and you still haven't figured out money. Wow, the amount of learning curve that I learned in the past 10 years of my life alone. So time is limited.
Yes.
So I learned a lot by reading, listening to an audiobook. So if you guys are traveling between work, which what I do, like say if you're having a half an hour drive or so, that means it's an hour return. So that's an hour that you could listen to an audiobooks or a podcast or something that related to educating yourself when it comes to personal finance.
Correct.
That helps
and
a lot.
Sometimes we listen and then we come home and talk to each other about that. Yeah, sometimes a bit of love, sometimes a bit of worry.
Yeah, it's stressful when imagine yourself at that age and you still don't have the fundamentals.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to avoid it. We have this investment and we're trying to put more in our super in case all these plans are not working out.
Yeah.
So
that's just our 2 cents, guys. Like if you are young, you probably could. I've still got a long way to go.
You were like that.
Yeah, I was like that. And I'm realizing. I should really contribute to my super now. I think it's depending where you are in life. As well, when you're single, going out partying. You just started
to work. Of course, you want to spend money. You don't want to put all the money for the future you. It's 45 years in the future. But if you did it, you can retire a lot earlier.
Correct. I mean, we met people like that. Like, oh, okay, so you maxed out your super every year.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's 25,000.
And I did a calculation. That's a lot of money when you retire.
Yeah.
But then the problem is if you don't put aside for your personal investment, which means you still have to stay in your job till you retire to reach to get your pension or
That's
super
it.
money.
So there'll be like, as you go along to your journey, this is what we found. You will meet people along the way where it's like, hey, I'm just gonna do the bare minimum or none at all. Or if not, you go, hey, the extremes, like I'm gonna pay out the maximum of my super. So as you go along, you'll be amazed the people that you meet.
Yes.
So, and there's other people that's like, hey, I'm gonna use everything in Afterpay.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's just our 2 cents. Hopefully this information helps you in any way as possible. If it does, do comment, subscribe, and
see you next time. Bye bye.
bye.